For the diagnosis of hyperparathyroidism, three factors are important. One is parathyroid hormone, then the calcium level, phosphate level, and vitamin D. So we will consider all these factors in relation to primary, secondary, and tertiary hyperparathyroidism, and how we can differentiate these three types of hyperparathyroidism on the basis of these four factors. If we talk about primary hyperparathyroidism, then the parathyroid hormone is increased or maybe normal. The calcium level is increased, phosphate is decreased, and vitamin D is increased. Hyperparathyroidism, remember, causes increase in the level of calcium and decrease in the level of phosphate by causing increase in the excretion of the phosphate level. So these are the changes that occur in primary hyperparathyroidism. Then secondary hyperparathyroidism, the parathyroid hormone level is increased. Calcium level is normal or decreased. Phosphate level is increased or decreased, and vitamin D is decreased. In tertiary hyperparathyroidism, the parathyroid hormone level is increased. Calcium level is also increased. Phosphate is increased, and vitamin D is decreased. So vitamin D is increased only in primary hyperparathyroidism, but it is decreased in another two types. Secondary and tertiary, in this case, if we see, because of mainly due to involvement of the kidneys, and we already mentioned the kidneys are important in the conversion of vitamin D from vitamin hydroxy, vitamin D to 125 dihydroxy. That's why it's decreased here, because kidneys are not functioning properly and there is either renal transplant or chronic renal failure. So this is very important that vitamin D is in secondary and tertiary is decreased. So if we see the phosphate in primary hyperparathyroidism, phosphate is decreased because of excretion from the kidneys. The level is decreased in the primary hyperparathyroidism. But in secondary hyperparathyroidism, again, it depends on the cause of secondary hyperparathyroidism. If it's affecting the kidneys and it's causing more excretion of the phosphate, then we have a decreased level. If the kidneys are not involved, or if the kidneys are not excreting the phosphate properly, then the level is increased. In tertiary hyperparathyroidism, again, the main cause of kidneys not functioning properly and excretion is not happening, so the phosphate level is increased. But in secondary, it can be increased or decreased depending on the cause or etiology of the hyperparathyroidism. So etiology plays very important role. What's happening that leads to hyperparathyroidism? And excretion of the kidney is whether kidney is excreting phosphorus normally or it's not excreting it normally. If not excreting, level is increasing. If it's excreting, then the level is decreased. Then calcium level is in primary hyperparathyroidism. Main is the calcium level, which is increased because parathyroid hormone cause increase in the level of calcium. Secondary can be normal, but mostly it is low because it's a negative feedback effect. If one calcium is decreased, it causes increase in the parathyroid level. And this decrease in the calcium level because of receptor failure or because of poor reabsorption from the bone or intestine, it can cause increase secondary hyperparathyroidism. And in tertiary, again, it is usually increase in the calcium level that causes hyperparathyroidism. And then parathyroid hormone, if we see, it's always increased because it is hyperparathyroidism that is increase in the parathyroid hormone level. So some tests that we can do to diagnose the hyperparathyroidism is determination of calcium level. Very, very important test. If the calcium level are not normal, then usually we can have suspect the hyperparathyroidism. Then bone densitometer, DEXA scan, bone density, if there is increased reabsorption of the bone, calcium from the bone as a result of hyperparathyroidism, then bone density is less. Bones are very weak, fragile, and they are prone to fractures. CT scan, computed tomography, is another test done for the diagnosis of hyperparathyroidism. We can have different, because we know that adenomas and carcinomas are the cause of hyperparathyroidism and hyperplasia. So CT scan, ultrasound, these are the tests that can be done for the diagnosis. And also magnetic resonance imaging. So all these tests, CT scan, ultrasound, MRI, they are used for the diagnosis of any adenomas, carcinomas, and also hyperplasias present.